Hello students. So as we have completed up to part number 7, okay, we were discussing chapter number 8 motion of class 9th. Part up to part 7 we have completed, in which we have seen regarding the first part of types of graph, that is position time graph. Okay, now this is the second part in which we are going to discuss velocity time graph. Okay, now uh, as we have done in earlier one, we are going to do the same thing. First of all, the first part, that is an object is moving with a constant velocity. Okay, now velocity time graph, different cases. In first case we are going to discuss when the velocity will be constant. Okay, now for constant velocity we will draw the graph, then calculation and interpretation. Okay, which type of calculation we can do and what is the interpretation for that particular case. Okay, so let us see, a graph is there, okay, over in which y-axis is having velocity which is in kilometer per hour, x-axis we are having time which is in hour. Okay, as it is given, we may have meter per second and second here. Okay, now as we have already done different type of graphs, how to identify, this is one such graph. This is the practical situation. Okay, now situation, they did not give the situation, but yes, they have given the graph, so accordingly we may see or we may observe this situation. Okay, now suppose that object was moving with a velocity v, constant velocity. Constant velocity means what? Once you had accelerated and after that you did not increased the velocity of that particular bike or whatever it is. Okay, now so here suppose this cart, okay, this cart was moving with a velocity of 4, means when we had observed this particular cart, at that time according to the graph, that cart was having velocity of 40 km per hour. Okay, now throughout the journey till we will observe that particular one, that will move with the 40 km per hour. Okay, so according to that, the graph will be what? After passing 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour, up to 4 they have given, that velocity was constant. That's why the graph is like this. Okay, now we are going to observe what? Yes sir, okay, this is the graph, we understood, but yes, what will be the conclusion? What is the analysis, yes, which we should do by this graph? Okay, so let us see. Now see, in previous case, in position time graph, okay, listen carefully, very important. In position time graph, okay, that was the first one, we have seen or we had used terminology that was slope. Okay, slope of that graph. Okay, so why we had used that slope? Because over the y-axis we had distance, over the x-axis we had time, and we had a formula for slope, that slope is nothing but what? Change in y-axis upon change in x-axis. So change in y-axis upon change in x-axis means what? Distance upon time, and distance upon time is what? Speed. So just by observing the distance time graph, we can find out the speed or velocity. Yes or no? Now here we have to observe that here what can we do? Okay, so let us see. Suppose this is the y-axis, this is the x-axis. Okay, now listen carefully. This is the velocity, term velocity, and this is nothing but what? This is the surname of this velocity. This is the surname of this velocity. Usually we are human beings and we are having our own surname. Okay, so any type of surname, usually the running surnames are Sharmaji, Vermaji, Guptaji, like this. So this is also having, velocity is also having the surname, that is kilometer per hour. Listen carefully, kilometer per hour. Okay, likewise the surname, okay, which is used for time is what? Hour. Okay, yes. Now see, listen carefully. This is the kilometer per hour and this is the hour. Okay, when you will multiply them, okay, if you will multiply them, then what will you get? You will get kilometer. Okay, no problem. You will get the kilometer. But yes, how can we multiply them? Yes, how can we multiply them means what? If, again the same example I am going to take. Suppose you are having a raw potatoes. Yes, then what? How to eat? Yes, before that we should have a process. Yes, that potatoes should go through a process, and after that we may have a vegetable. Yes, we may have some type of sort of cooked potatoes which are quite easy for us to take. Yes, so that operator was what? That was a process which was named as cooking. So here if we are going to multiply, then why should we multiply? Yes, why should we multiply? Okay, and how can we get this? Okay, now the basic concept we have got here. Okay, we have got what? That when we are multiplying this y-axis and x-axis, we are getting what? Kilometer. Okay, you may ask, sir, if we divide them, if we will divide them, then we will get kilometer upon r upon r. Okay, kilometer upon r. Okay, and it is nothing but what? Kilometer upon r square. Now, if kilometer upon r square means nothing but what? This is distance upon time square. We don't have any such type of physical quantity in which we are having distance upon time square. Yes, so if we take the slope of this graph, yes, this is nothing but what? The slope. I am following what? Slope of the graph concept. Yes, because this is the y-axis. So if I take change in y-axis upon change in x-axis, so I am getting distance upon time square. Yes, and we don't have such type of units, that is distance upon, or such type of physical quantity in which we used to get distance upon time square. So over this concept fails. Okay, so we can't do this. Okay, so I'm rubbing this, and then yes, we are going to concentrate over this. Yes, when we had multiplied, so we are getting a known quantity. Yes, that's why we will multiply. Now why should how should we multiply? Yes, if we will multiply, then something should be there. Like when we were cooking these potatoes, that process was nothing but what? Preparing vegetable or cooking. That was a process which was named as cooking. Here we are multiplying, but yes, why should we? So we will take the help of what? We will take the help of mathematics. Yes, now we may see, suppose if I observe this particular motion from t1 to t2. Okay, now from t1 to t2, if I had observed, and after that at t1 if I had drawn a dash line over this, or which is touching this graph vertically, and another dash line at t2 which is touching this graph at b part, okay, or b point, then ultimately what? We are getting a rectangle that is ABCD. Yes, we are getting a rectangle that is ABCD. Okay, now so if we are getting a rectangle, and then area of rectangle, yes, area of rectangle is nothing but what? Length into width. Yes, so we got it. We got it means what? We have got the name of that particular multiplication process, and that is nothing but what? Area of rectangle. Area of rectangle. So we will first do the calculation, and after that the interpretation. Okay, now let us see the calculation. Okay, now in calculation we had observed that area of this rectangle, yes, area of this rectangle, which is named as A B C D A. Okay, now area of rectangle is nothing but what? That is length into width. Okay, now ph, that's why, because it is also b, so don't get confused. Okay, now length into width. Okay, no problem. Now so say this length is AD. Yes, we are having AD, and width is say BC. Now you may say, sir, If I take AB, no problem, but we are actually concerning that the known quantity. Yes, because here you may also ask, sir, AD is equals to BC. Yes, definitely. And AB is equals to DC, no problem. Are you getting me? Yes, AB is equals to, sorry, AD is equals to BC and AB is equals to DC, one of the same thing. So okay, now next work is to find out AD. Yes, so directly from 0 to 40. Yes, so the AD will be 40. Yes, suppose if I take this as this particular as variable, and that is nothing but what? V know. Say, so the AD will be what? AD will be nothing but what? V naught. Yes, now calculation for DC. Now what will be the DC? Listen carefully. From O to D we are having T1, and from O to C we are having T2. Yes, this is T2 and this is T1. Yes, the common portion is nothing but what? This. Yes, which is to be removed. Okay, now okay, in only in this case we may find out DC. Yes, so how will we find DC? So for DC we will do OC. Yes, we know that OC is equals to what? OD plus DC. Are you getting? OC is nothing but what? OD plus DC. Yes, now OD is equals to how much? And what we need to find? We need to find is DC. So first of all we will take this DC one side and rest of the quantity over the another side. Okay, so this is nothing but what? DC. Okay, now DC one side means what? This OD should move to that side. If OD will move to that side, then that will move with the minus sign. Okay, so DC will be nothing but what? OC minus OD. Yes, analyze this situation. Okay, OC is how much? Now OC is nothing but what? T2, and OD is how much? T1. Okay, so we got DC. Yes, and the DC is nothing but what? T2 minus T1. So we may directly put it here. That is T2 minus T1. Yes, now see, listen carefully. Area of rectangle, when we are doing, so we are getting V into something which is time. Okay, now so may I write it here as, this is nothing but what? Velocity into difference in time. Difference in time means what? Time itself. Okay, that will also be a time, or I may say that is time. Okay, difference in time, one of the same thing. Delta t means not difference in time. Ultimately what? Now see, the unit of velocity, as we know, unit of velocity is what? Meter, or here that unit of velocity is kilometer per hour. Yes, from here velocity kilometer per hour. Yes, and time, the unit of time is r. So here it is r divided by, nothing is there, so 1 r. We may cancel them out. Okay, so finally we are remaining with what? Kilometer, and kilometer is nothing but what? Distance or distance covered. Okay, distance covered or displacement. As we are using velocity, that's why we will do displacement. Okay, so this is the displacement. Okay, now this was the calculation part. Okay, now interpretation. Okay, so what can we interpret from this? Yes, from this we may interpret that the displacement or distance covered distance covered in the graph is nothing but what is equals to what area under the graph. Yes, area under VT graph. Area under VT graph. Very important. We will use this concept later on. Okay, so this concept is very important. Okay, that is displacement or distance covered in the graph is nothing but what area under VT graph. Okay, yes, so this is VT graph. Okay, so area under, whenever you will find out the area under VT graph, you will get what distance. If velocity is there, and if velocity is there, you will get the displacement, and if speed is there, then you will get what distance. Okay, so this was the 2.1 or second part, first case, when an object is moving with a constant velocity. Okay, so let us move to second one.